It is time now, Patty Piper, to...
It is time.
Do a little trivia talking. It is our Compass Trivia, and this is where Patty and I put each other's knowledge to the test based on our Compass word. Today's word, as we mentioned, is food, and as always, it's ladies first.
Okay.
So I let Patty go, and go ahead.
Here it goes, and I gave you multiple choice this time to make
Thank
it a
you.
little bit easier.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so space food in honor of Endeavour's homecoming.
Yes.
Okay. What did the Apollo 11 astronauts eat on the moon landing mission? Multiple choice. Bacon, tri-tip, steak.
Okay, it wasn't tri-tip.
That was a throwaway.
Right. It would be awfully nice to have a good steak up there, but I think that it's probably bacon, because that seems like something back in the day that would be easiest on a flight like that.
Right.
And
Okay.
so
Ding, 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 ding. You got it right.
yes, here. Mhm.
Perfect. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind with some bacon. And everything's better with bacon, including a moon landing.
They've come a long way with space food. I was watching Nova Science Now, and
They have 300 choices of space food now with the Russian and American menu.
Oh
It includes space pizza and shrimp cocktail.
wow.
Yes.
And there's even an
That's
addition.
at the space station.
I was going to say, at the space station, they have that new hometown buffet that they have attached a module that they can go in. All right, Patty, according to a study published this week by neuroscientists in Brazil, which human aspect developed because of the advent of cooking our food? Is it a more developed digestive tract, taste buds that favor savory items, or larger brains?
I think larger brains.
You think larger brains?
I think larger brains.
And you would be
Yay!
right. Bigger brains, because we were able to consume a lot more energy for growth. The types and amounts of food that we could eat really grew when we started cooking.
I read
products.
something, and this is why I thought it was brains, is when we became fishers, fisher people, and we're able to have fish that helped bigger brains.
I didn't read the entire article, so I apologize.
I don't know if it was the same article, but I just thought, I remember that. Okay, fish.
I did the once-over scan. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, why? There it is. Okay. Take it away, Patty.
Okay, so question number 2. We're talking about food. How much do Americans spend eating out in a single day? One day. How much do we spend eating out? 500 million.
Oh, so collectively.
The whole, yes, all Americans in the United States. 500 million, 1 billion with a B, or more than 1.5 billion.
All right, so I'm going to say there's roughly 350 million people. If we all spent $10 a day, that would be three. I'm going to say the one that was 1.5 billion.
Okay. It is. To be specific, the National Restaurant Association says 1.7 billion on a given day in 2012.
Yeah, we'll add to that at brunch later today. That's always the case. All right, what is the official state food of California, Patty, if any?
Official, it's not tri-tip? No.
No.
Official state food of California. Is it a kind of food like a Asian, Mexican, like are we talking a type of food or an actual food item?
You just spent so much time
I'm
qualifying the question.
Yeah.
That, the fact of the matter is, while many states have an official food, California has none.
Oh, we don't have. Okay.
Right. So just quickly here, go over a few. Louisiana, it's Mayhew jelly.
Wow.
They actually have a couple of them in Louisiana. Gumbo, that makes
yep.
that makes sense. That's the official state cuisine.
Okay.
In Maine, it's blueberry pie.
Oh,
I like that.
Nice.
And their state treat is whoopie pie. That sounds like it could be fun. Massachusetts has an official muffin, the corn muffin. So
okay.
Yeah. And New York has an official muffin too, the apple muffin. Anyway, a lot of states have official foods. California, zip. You know why? Because we have so
you couldn't just choose
much.
one.
You could never just choose one. So,
all right, you stumped me on that one.
Yeah, that was a trick question.
Okay, so in the vein of how much do we spend on food a year, there were so many trivia ways I could go with this one, but every day about a quarter of the U.S. population eats fast food.
Oh, really? One in four?
Yes.
Okay.
So how much money will Americans, everyone in the United States, spend on fast food in a given year?
Oh, that's got to be like in the bazillions of
Okay,
dollars.
5.8 billion, 10.5 billion, or more than 100 billion.
I'm going to say more than 100 billion.
And you would be right. 100. The estimate is 110 billion.
Really?
Yes, and that's more than we spend on movies, books, magazines, newspapers, videos, and recorded music all together.
I wonder what qualifies as fast food nowadays, because you have some of those, like in Whole Foods, you can get prepared things that are pretty good for you.
Yes.
You know, same with like Chipotle and stuff. So I'm wondering.
This is targeting your chain,
like
your
McDonald's
drive-through,
and such.
McDonald's, Carl's Jr.
Okay.
Those.
All right, Patty, how long is the typical period from the time that you eat bad food to the time that you start showing signs of food poisoning?
I know this one.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
do,
What
and I
is
know
it?
from you. 24 hours.
You know what? It's actually 2 to 6 hours.
Oh, I thought it was the
So did I. I thought
the food poisoning.
sometimes
thing.
it can be a couple of days before you start feeling things. But
Wow.
that
Okay.
comes from NIH, you know.
All right.
All right, stick around, everyone. You're listening to Eat, Drink, Explore Radio. We have a lot coming up.